Have you ever stopped to consider whether living with your children in your later years is truly the best choice, or if it might bring more challenges than benefits? As we age, the idea of moving in with our children to avoid loneliness or to feel closer to family often feels like a natural decision. But what if that choice could unintentionally lead to complications that strain relationships and create emotional barriers? In this video, we'll take a thoughtful look at the emotional and practical realities of living with your children during retirement. Is it a step toward greater happiness and connection, or does it open the door to tension and misunderstandings between generations? You'll hear real-life stories from seniors who believed living with their children was the ideal solution, only to discover that having personal space and maintaining a healthy distance can sometimes be the secret to preserving strong, harmonious relationships. We'll also explore the critical role of respecting personal boundaries in fostering a peaceful and fulfilling old age. By understanding these dynamics, you can avoid common pitfalls that often leave elderly parents feeling unappreciated or isolated despite being surrounded by family. By the end of this video, you'll gain valuable insights into why so many older adults are choosing to live independently and why this decision might just hold the key to a happier, more satisfying life. If you're not already subscribed, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Your support means everything to me. And if this video resonates with you, liking and sharing it can help spread these important lessons to others. Lastly, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the topic, leave a comment with a 1. If not, share a 0 to let me know how I can improve and create content that better serves you. As we navigate the later stages of life, the decisions we make about how and where we live become increasingly significant. For many seniors, the shift from a life filled with work and family responsibilities to the quieter rhythm of retirement can feel like stepping into the unknown. With the daily grind behind them, they often find themselves yearning for purpose, connection, and the sense of belonging that family provides. In those reflective moments, the idea of moving in with their children or grandchildren can seem like an appealing option, a way to stay connected, offer support, and continue nurturing the bonds that matter most. The thought of contributing to the household, helping with chores, or simply being present as a source of love and emotional support often fills seniors with a sense of renewed purpose. Their intentions are heartfelt, driven by a desire to ease the burdens of their children as they navigate their own busy lives. But despite these good intentions, this seemingly simple decision can bring unexpected challenges, reshaping the dynamics between generations in ways no one anticipates. While the love shared between parents and children is profound, time and experience often reveal an undeniable truth. Physical and emotional distance can preserve the beauty of a relationship. There is wisdom in maintaining space, a space that allows both generations to grow, honor their differences, and live life on their own terms. This distance fosters mutual respect, setting the stage for healthier, more fulfilling connections. Living under the same roof can sometimes magnify differences in ways that strain relationships. Each person's worldview, shaped by decades of individual experiences, can lead to misunderstandings. These misunderstandings, if left unresolved, can grow into frustrations and eventually resentment. For seniors, the fear of being perceived as a burden may prevent them from expressing their true feelings. Meanwhile, children may grapple with guilt or obligation, complicating open communication. What begins as a gesture of love and connection can inadvertently create an environment of unspoken tension and emotional strain. This delicate balance between caregiving and personal space is one reason why many seniors ultimately recognize the importance of living independently. Maintaining autonomy allows them to preserve their sense of self and dignity, even as they grow older. It provides both generations the breathing room to nurture their relationships without the added pressure of constant proximity. Living apart doesn't mean severing ties or losing closeness. It's about safeguarding the emotional well-being of everyone involved. Visiting for a few days, offering help when genuinely needed, and then returning to one's own space creates a dynamic built on mutual respect and understanding. This arrangement not only protects the harmony of familial bonds, but also allows seniors to retain their independence while remaining an integral part of their family's life. There's a timeless saying that captures this delicate truth. A parent's house is the child's home, but a child's house is never the parent's home. At first glance, it may seem harsh, but with time, its wisdom becomes evident. When seniors move into their children's homes, they may not realize how much their presence can alter the family dynamic. Despite the best intentions, their arrival can place an unspoken burden on their children, who might feel an obligation to cater to their needs. Over time, this can lead to emotional exhaustion, eroding the respect and appreciation that should define these relationships. For many, the solution lies in independence. Seniors who live separately often find empowerment in maintaining their autonomy. This choice allows them to preserve their dignity, make their own decisions, and avoid the emotional toll that living together can sometimes bring. It ensures that their relationships with their children and grandchildren remain positive, based on love, wisdom, and support offered from a respectful distance. By creating this space, both generations can cherish their time together without the risk of misunderstandings or tension. It's not about how often they're present in each other's lives, but about the quality of those moments. Seniors bring value not through proximity, but through the love, wisdom, and support they offer, qualities that flourish best when nurtured with care and balance. If you've made it this far, I hope you found these insights meaningful. Please let me know you're still here by commenting 1 below. Your feedback is invaluable and helps guide the content I create. Ultimately, there is a profound wisdom in recognizing when to step back and allow our children to lead their own lives. This is not a withdrawal of love, but rather an act of respect. Respect for their independence and for the space that allows relationships to thrive. Often, the greatest gift we can give our families is to love them from afar. Understanding that distance, when respected, can nurture connections in ways constant proximity cannot. To truly grasp the complexities of intergenerational living, consider this poignant story. Mrs. Tom had always believed, living with my children, it will be fine, they'll take care of me. This comforting notion shaped her decision when her son invited her to move in with his family in Hanoi. After enduring the isolation of the pandemic, the prospect of living with loved ones seemed like a blessing. Her son and daughter-in-law assured her that she could stay with them for a few months each year, alternating with visits to her hometown. Mrs. Tom envisioned a life filled with warmth, shared meals, and a renewed closeness to her family. At first, her hopes seemed justified. Yet as time passed, the dynamics began to shift. With the pandemic's grip loosening, her grandchildren returned to school, and the family no longer required help around the house. During the day, Mrs. Tom found herself alone in their 75-square-meter apartment, the lively energy of her family replaced by silence. As her children and grandchildren left each morning, she was struck by a growing sense of detachment. The fleeting joy of their occasional attentiveness was overshadowed by a profound realization. Respect, she learned, is the cornerstone of a happy family life, and its absence leaves an aching void. Mrs. Tom adapted to the unspoken rules of her new living arrangement. She held back her thoughts, fearing that voicing her preferences might upset the delicate balance. Small differences, such as her preference for cooking meals at home to save money, contrasting with her children's habit of dining out, gradually built an invisible wall between them. This disconnect culminated in a moment of stark clarity during a visit to a bustling fast food restaurant. Surrounded by noise and chatter, she felt like an outsider. Her son's suggestion to try soda, a gesture of inclusion, only emphasized how out of place she felt. For Mrs. Tom, simplicity, a meal of rice with sesame salt, brought more peace than the chaos of the modern dining experience. Loneliness, she realized, is a formidable foe for the elderly. It's not the absence of people, but the lack of meaningful connection that makes it so suffocating. Her experience mirrored that of Mr. Hai, a 75-year-old retiree from the Hong Mai district. After losing his wife, he moved in with his children, seeking solace and companionship. Yet despite their proximity, his children's busy lives left little room for quality time. The bonds he once cherished, particularly with his grandchildren, seemed to fade with each passing day. Mr. High, once a staunch opponent of nursing homes, began to rethink his stance. Witnessing firsthand the emotional toll of living with family without the warmth of connection, he came to see the value of a space where the elderly could find care and camaraderie. If you can afford it, he reflected, a nursing home might be the better option. After 6 months with her son's family, Mrs. Tom made a bittersweet decision. She would return to her hometown before the Lunar New Year. It wasn't just the cramped living conditions that prompted her choice, but a deeper need to reclaim her dignity and peace. She knew that by living independently, she could preserve her sense of self and avoid becoming a burden. She planned to explain her decision to her son's family, though she recognized it was about more than space. It was about ensuring the love between them remained untarnished. These stories highlight a universal struggle faced by many elderly individuals. The clash between expectations and reality often leaves them feeling isolated, even when surrounded by family. Living with loved ones can bring comfort, but it also carries the risk of heartbreak when emotional connections fade. For Mrs. Tom, independence offered a way to maintain her pride and her ability to live life on her terms. She saved diligently, creating a modest safety net to support herself in her later years. While she understood this wouldn't completely shield her from reliance on her children, it provided her with a measure of control over her future. Meanwhile, Mr. High continued his solitary walks in the park, a ritual that brought him a semblance of connection to the world. Picking up stray wrappers as he strolled, he found solace in small acts of responsibility. The park, once a place of joy shared with his children, had become a sanctuary where he could reflect on his life. Though he longed for more time with his family, he kept these desires to himself, understanding the limitations of their busy lives. These quiet stories reveal a profound truth. As we age, the longing for connection doesn't fade, but it transforms. It requires a delicate balance between holding on and letting go, between love and respect. For many, the journey toward finding that balance is a testament to resilience, hope, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. As time passes, the roles we play in our families often shift in ways that feel inevitable but profoundly bittersweet. The moments when parents were the center of their children's world, the trusted source of wisdom and comfort, gradually fade. It's like trying to hold onto sand slipping through your fingers. No matter how tightly you grasp, it escapes. This is a reality many will face as children grow older, their worlds expanding with new responsibilities and broader horizons. With that growth, patience for their aging parents often diminishes, a painful but unspoken truth. For aging parents, every word and action becomes measured, every request calculated, for fear of becoming a burden. Asking for help or expressing a need can feel like an imposition when they see their children already stretched thin by the demands of their own lives. The challenges of aging compound this sensitivity. Slower movement, struggles with new technology, and fading eyesight often lead to frustration on both sides. Children, caught up in their busy routines, sometimes forget the effort it takes for their parents to adapt, and impatience can cut deeper than they realize. I recall a moment with my own mother when I bought her a smartphone, thinking it would help her stay connected. Initially, I showed her how to download apps and take photos, but as work consumed me, her repeated questions began to wear on my patience. One day, frustrated, I snapped, "Why don't you just Google it?" That night, she sent me a simple message. "My dear, I'm old. I forget things so quickly." The weight of those words crushed me. I had unknowingly made her feel like a burden, and she never asked for help again. She figured things out on her own, but the guilt lingered. I wished I had been more patient, more understanding. Once spoken, words cannot be taken back. As children, we look up to our parents as giants, strong, wise, and invincible. But time has a way of shrinking those giants. Their bodies betray them, their pace slows, and the world they once knew changes in ways that make it harder to keep up. The protectors and providers of our childhood become the ones who need protection and care, a reality that is often overlooked until it's too late. The emotional toll of aging is profound. Many fear becoming invisible, irrelevant, or burdensome to the very people they once nurtured. In some cultures like Vietnam, the tradition of caring for elderly parents by having them live with their children is deeply ingrained. However, as society evolves, fulfilling this expectation becomes increasingly complex. Parents who spent decades raising their children often yearn for a chance to live independently, not to reject their family but to reclaim a sense of self that may have been overshadowed by years of caregiving. Choosing to live alone in later years is not an act of defiance but a pursuit of dignity and fulfillment. So, how can older adults prepare for a life that remains joyful, peaceful, and filled with optimism? What steps can they take to ensure that their golden years are not overshadowed by loneliness or regret? Financial independence is one cornerstone of this preparation. It's not about amassing wealth or indulging in luxury, but about having the resources to live with stability and peace of mind. The freedom that comes with financial security allows for a life filled with meaningful choices, pursuing hobbies, maintaining social connections, and ensuring health and well-being without the constant shadow of money worries. For many, the fear of outliving their savings looms large as retirement approaches. This anxiety can lead to drastic cutbacks, skipping medical care, avoiding social activities, or forgoing small joys like travel. While these sacrifices might seem logical, they often result in worsened health, deeper loneliness, and diminished quality of life. Neglecting health issues to save money can lead to more severe conditions down the line, and isolating oneself from social interactions only exacerbates feelings of disconnection. Loneliness, in particular, is a silent adversary for many older adults. Even when surrounded by people, a lack of meaningful connection can feel suffocating. Remaining socially engaged is as vital to emotional health as financial stability is to physical well-being. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the years we've earned through decades of hard work and sacrifice. If you're still here with me, take a moment to reflect on these lessons. Aging is a journey we all must face, but it doesn't have to be a lonely or regretful one. Embracing preparation, patience, and understanding can ensure that these years are filled with joy, dignity, and purpose. If you found these insights valuable, please comment too below. I'd love to know that you're here with me on this journey. When we talk about financial independence in old age, we're discussing far more than the numbers on a bank statement. It's about laying the groundwork for a life of dignity, security, and happiness. Knowing you've planned wisely, saved enough to meet your needs, and created room for enjoyment brings an immeasurable sense of relief. It's not merely about avoiding debt or managing expenses, but about ensuring that your later years are filled with the freedom to live fully, explore new passions, and cherish the connections that bring meaning to life. Financial independence empowers you to live on your terms. It means continuing to indulge in personal hobbies, traveling to places you've dreamed of, or spending quality time with loved ones without the constant worry of affordability. It gives you the security to make decisions based on what feels right, not out of fear of running out of resources. This freedom opens the door to a life filled with purpose, clarity, and joy, unburdened by financial stress. Achieving this level of independence requires careful planning and early action. Setting realistic financial goals and sticking to them is crucial. This doesn't mean sacrificing all the little pleasures of life today, but instead creating a sustainable plan that balances present enjoyment with long-term stability. Whether it's contributing to retirement savings, taking advantage of pension plans, or investing wisely, the goal is to build a safety net that provides a cushion for unexpected events and ensures a secure future. Healthcare is a particularly significant concern as we age. Medical costs can escalate quickly, especially for those with chronic conditions. This is why having adequate health insurance or a dedicated health savings plan is vital. Access to quality healthcare ensures that issues are addressed promptly, preventing minor ailments from becoming major problems. Being proactive about health helps maintain a high quality of life, something invaluable as we grow older. Covering living costs is another critical aspect of financial independence. The ability to maintain a comfortable home without worrying about rent hikes or unexpected repairs brings immense peace of mind. Financial security in this area means not relying on others for essentials like housing and food, allowing for a more comfortable and independent lifestyle. Social connections also play a vital role in emotional well-being, and financial stability can greatly influence this. Many older adults find their social lives shrinking due to financial constraints, often feeling embarrassed to ask for help or fearing they might be a burden. Financial independence enables continued participation in social activities, whether it's a lunch with friends, attending a workshop, or visiting family, helping combat loneliness and fostering emotional health. Life insurance is another important consideration. It's more than a financial tool. It's a legacy of care and responsibility. It provides reassurance that your family's future is secure, covering funeral expenses, debts, or offering support to loved ones. Knowing this safety net is in place brings peace of mind, allowing you to embrace your later years with confidence and clarity. There are countless ways to achieve financial independence, from traditional savings and investments to long-term care insurance or downsizing living arrangements. Every individual situation is unique, so there's no universal solution. However, the key lies in beginning early, planning diligently, and prioritizing long-term security. Smart decisions made now pave the way for a future filled with freedom and peace. The true value of financial independence isn't just in dollars and cents, but in the quality of life it enables. It's about waking up each day free from financial pressures, knowing your needs are met and you have the resources to enjoy life's beauty. Independence in old age doesn't only offer material comfort, but also emotional peace, fulfillment, and the chance to savor life's joys. Financial independence is a profound gift you give yourself, a way to live authentically, pursue your dreams, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's about embracing the future with open arms, knowing you control your destiny. That control, more than anything, is a source of unparalleled peace and happiness. Similarly, embracing technology can be transformative, especially for older adults. The misconception that technology is solely for the younger generation often discourages older individuals from engaging with it. But technology offers opportunities to stay connected, explore the world, and enrich everyday life in countless ways, whether through entertainment, learning, or staying informed. For many, adapting to new devices like smartphones or tablets can feel daunting. Slower reaction times, memory lapses, and unfamiliarity with the digital world make the transition challenging. However, age should never be a barrier to growth or learning. Today's technology is increasingly user-friendly, designed with simplicity in mind, especially for seniors. These innovations provide tools to feel more connected, informed, and fulfilled. Take the inspiring example of Mrs. Fang, a 70-year-old woman who once felt intimidated by her first smartphone. Initially, she was overwhelmed by its complexities, but with time and patience, she discovered its potential. She now uses video calls to connect with her children living far away and explores her interests through online platforms. Her story is a reminder that it's never too late to embrace change, overcome hesitation, and discover new ways to enrich life. By embracing financial and technological independence, older adults can create lives filled with joy, purpose, and connection, ensuring their golden years are truly golden. In an instant, she can see their faces, hear their voices, and feel a sense of closeness that once seemed so distant. But it doesn't stop there. Her passion for growing orchids has blossomed in ways she never imagined. Whenever she needs advice, she turns to YouTube or Google, where experts share a wealth of knowledge just a click away. This newfound accessibility has brought immense joy to her life. For Bakfang, technology is not just a tool, it's a bridge, a lifeline that connects her to meaningful relationships and fuels her passions. Bakfang's story is a testament to how older adults, even those who live alone, can find fulfillment and joy through hobbies and technology. Retirement, far from being a period of decline, offers a golden opportunity to rediscover oneself. Whether it's gardening, reading, painting, or caring for pets. These simple pleasures aren't mere distractions. They are lifelines. They keep the body active, the mind engaged, and the spirit uplifted, fostering a sense of purpose and happiness. For those who value their independence, hobbies are the perfect solution. They are affordable, self-sustaining, and provide tranquility and a sense of accomplishment. Most importantly, they don't require constant reliance on others, making them ideal for maintaining autonomy. One truth I hold dear is that health is the foundation of everything, especially as we age. Our physical and mental well-being shape the quality of our later years. When we prioritize our health, we gain the freedom to live independently, pursue passions, and savor life's joys. Good health isn't just a gift to ourselves, it's a gift to our families. It ensures that we don't burden our loved ones unnecessarily, allowing us to cherish the time we share with them. Physical health has a profound impact on mental well-being, creating a harmonious cycle of vitality. As we reach our 50s and beyond, it becomes even more crucial to listen to our bodies. Aging is inevitable, and its signs, though not always welcome, remind us to take care of ourselves. Our metabolism slows, bones become fragile, and the effects of past habits like smoking or poor diets begin to surface. For men, years of smoking might manifest in lung, liver, or kidney issues, while women navigate the hormonal shifts of menopause. Yet, despite these changes, it is never too late to take charge of our health. A balanced diet, rich in essential nutrients, can make a world of difference. Regular checkups are invaluable, allowing us to detect and address potential health issues early. Health experts, including the Ministry of Health, recommend people over 50 pay special attention to their diets, reducing animal fats to lower cholesterol and the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Even simple habits like daily walks can work wonders for mobility, mental clarity, and overall well-being. Aging doesn't have to be feared or resented. It's a natural part of life that brings wisdom, grace, and opportunities for joy. By embracing technology, nurturing our passions, and prioritizing health, we can thrive in our later years. The best years of our lives may very well lie ahead, filled with the potential for new adventures and personal growth. As we age, it's not just our physical health that demands attention. Our mental and emotional well-being are equally vital, yet often overlooked. Aging is not merely about extending life, it's about enriching it. The emotional challenges of growing older, such as loneliness and loss, can weigh heavily. The connections that once defined our lives may fade. Children grow up, friends pass away, and partners may no longer be present. This sense of isolation can leave us feeling disconnected and adrift. Loneliness is more than a fleeting emotion. It's a serious concern with tangible effects on both mental and physical health. Prolonged loneliness can lead to depression, chronic stress, and a weakened immune system. Studies consistently show its correlation with increased risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity, and cognitive decline, including Alzheimer's. The interplay between body and mind is undeniable. When one suffers, the other follows. Addressing these challenges means making mental health a priority. Depression, anxiety, and lack of motivation often accompany loneliness, creating a cycle that can be difficult to break. However, breaking free is essential. Mental health is as crucial as physical health, if not more so, in our later years. Engaging in activities that uplift the spirit and bring a sense of purpose can make all the difference. Whether it's trying a new hobby, learning a skill, or rekindling an old passion, these pursuits breathe vitality into life. It's equally important to shield ourselves from the constant barrage of negativity in the world. The chaos and tragedy of daily news can weigh heavily, especially as our time feels increasingly precious. Instead of consuming toxic content, we can focus on lighthearted entertainment, uplifting stories, or activities that bring joy. Protecting our mental health means cherishing the small, seemingly trivial moments that bring peace. A warm cup of coffee, a child's laughter, a good book, or a walk in the park. These simple pleasures hold profound power. If you've stayed with me this far, I hope these reflections resonate with you. Let me know in the comments below by sharing your thoughts or simply typing the number 3. Together, let's embrace the journey of aging with open hearts, knowing that the most meaningful lessons and the most beautiful moments are yet to come. Aging has a way of teaching us what truly matters. As we grow older, we begin to understand that life doesn't need to be filled with grand gestures or extraordinary events to feel fulfilling. Often, the happiest moments are found in simplicity, in quiet times with family, the joy of doing something we love, or finding peace in solitude. There's an undeniable beauty in learning to be content with less. In fact, the less we need to feel fulfilled, the richer life becomes. It's about embracing simple pleasures, finding joy in small things, and being grateful for the everyday moments we may have once taken for granted. Another powerful remedy for loneliness is connection. As we age, nurturing relationships with family, friends, and even new acquaintances becomes even more essential. Staying socially engaged isn't just about maintaining contact. It's about truly connecting, sharing stories, experiences, and emotions. While physical distance or life changes may separate us from loved ones, modern technology serves as a valuable bridge. Video calls, text messages, and social media make it possible to stay emotionally connected, even across great distances. These tools bring us closer to the ones we care about and help to ease feelings of isolation. Still, nothing compares to the power of in-person connections. There's something irreplaceable about being surrounded by people who truly know us, our history, quirks, and joys. That's why social activities, group memberships, and shared hobbies hold such importance for older adults. Joining clubs, volunteering, traveling with friends, or participating in community events not only keeps us physically active but also provides emotional engagement and a sense of belonging. These experiences go beyond passing the time. They foster purpose, joy, and a feeling of being part of something larger. Perhaps the most profound benefit of staying socially connected is the hope it instills. Aging can sometimes bring a sense of inevitability, as if the best parts of life are behind us. But through meaningful connections, whether with friends, family, or community, we're reminded that life still holds countless opportunities for growth, learning, and joy. The bonds we form and the experiences we share remind us that every stage of life has its unique beauty. Ultimately, the key to maintaining both physical and mental health as we age is connection, not just with others but also with ourselves. By cherishing the moments, nurturing our passions, and staying open to the world around us, we can create a life rich with meaning and fulfillment. And it's never too late to start. Whether we're 50, 70, or 90, there's always room for new connections, joys, and opportunities. Aging doesn't diminish life's beauty. It can actually help us see it more clearly, appreciate its fleeting moments, and embrace the richness each day brings. So, let's make the most of it. Let's not let loneliness steal our joy, but instead choose connection, love, and hope to guide us through the years ahead. As we've explored today, taking care of our mental and emotional health is as vital as caring for our physical well-being. From the transformative power of staying connected and finding joy in life's simple moments to the benefits of pursuing passions and purpose, we've uncovered ways to enrich our lives as we age. Now, I want to hear from you. What resonated with you the most? What's one lesson from today's discussion that you'll bring into your life moving forward? Whether it's limiting exposure to negativity, engaging more deeply with loved ones, or finding happiness in the small things, share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.